Hey everybody, this is Bitten7 on my Bitten Gaming channel, and welcome back to Tokyo School Life, episode 22. 22! Okay, I don't mean to kill the mood. We're visiting Sakura in the hospital in this episode because in the last episode I was about to ask her out and she died. No, I'm just kidding, she didn't die. She just got a really huge fever and she's in the hospital now. So, we're visiting her, me, Corinne, and Aoi. It's so sad. Let's just get to reading. We're now at the hospital in Kyoto that Sakura is staying at. We apply to see her and wait our turn at the front desk. That girl, she's got some nerve saying we don't have to come visit her and that we should just enjoy sightseeing. Sakura just doesn't want to be a bother, Corinne. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know she's human too? We couldn't have fun without Sakura-chan with us. Yeah. In the end, she couldn't return to Tomo Dormitory before the field trip because the examination was dragging on. Thanks to some good luck, well, not exactly good luck, but the location of the field trip is Kyoto, where Sakura is hospitalized. We decided to come visit Sakura during our free time. When we told that to Sakura, she responded against it in this chat earlier, but hospitals have a particular smell. I guess it may be the smell of disinfectant. I remember being really scared of this smell when I was a kid. We show our school IDs and get granted entry passes to the hospital. We go up the elevator to Sakura's room on the 7th floor. We show our passes at the nurse station, and the nurse tells us where the room is. I seriously thought that was at my door, and so, yeah. Corinne knocks on the door of the room. Yes, go ahead. I hear Sakura's voice for the first time in a while and get nervous. She sounds healthy, but her hair is gone! Her room is a single-person room. But there are 2 beds! There's a single-person room with 2 beds. Yeah, that's great. Her room is a single-person room. Everything is neat and clean. I notice a pile of manga at her bedside. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have thought I went in the wrong room for an instant. Sakura? Brandon-san, I'm sorry. I cut my long hair, which you like so much. Sakura-chan, what happened? What did you do to yourself? It got in the way of treatment, so I gave in and cut it. I didn't want you to see. You couldn't have not wanted us to come visit you for a reason like that? What? She didn't want us to come visit her because of her hair? Really? No, that's not the case. You came all this way for the field trip. I feel bad having you spend all your time on me. Don't act so distant. We're family, aren't we? That kind of consideration just gets on my nerves. Yeah, Sakura-chan, without you around, we're lonely. Yeah. I nod enthusiastically. Thank you so much. I'm so lucky. Oh, and also, Sakura, I think your short hair also, looks cute. Yeah. Thanks for hesitating there, Brandon. I'm sure she really feels the love. Yeah, we both have short haircuts now, but it's not fair. Yours suits so much better. Thank you. Aoi and Sakura, you have different kinds of cuteness, so don't worry about that. Sakura finally smiles again. I sigh in relief. For a while, we talk about recent happenings. End of scene. That's great. Some stray cats have settled down at the shrine. The family... no, this is Aoi talking. Some stray cats have settled down at the shrine. The family is living under the shrine. The kittens are so fluffy and soft and cute. Corinne tried to touch them, and the mother cat scratched her. That's a real shocker there. They do say mother cats who are nursing are very protective. Oh yeah, Corinne did a concert in Akiba. It sounds like a place or a person in Star Wars. Akiba. It's more of a place. Aoi and I went to see it. There were so many people, it was amazing. So fun. Well, not that many. Hurry up and get better and come watch. Yes, I want to right away. The food at the hospital is so flavorless. I miss Aoi-san's cooking. I brought your favorite, a mar sandwich. Really? Thank you. I'll confirm later if I'm allowed to eat it. Okay. Or you could just secretly eat it and just say you didn't know, because what are they going to do, arrest you for eating a sandwich? Sakura is replying as usual. It doesn't seem like she's doing that poorly, but I remember how worn out she looked at Komi-Pro compared to how she is now. I feel relieved. Still, I can't just leave things hanging from that day. I speak to Sakura with determination. Sakura, I'm sorry. What? What's the matter all of a sudden, Brandon-san? The reason your condition got so bad is because you pushed yourself too hard, right? If only I had watched more carefully. Oh no, this had nothing to do with pushing myself too hard. Then, what? She saw that you were gonna ask her out! She doesn't want to say though. Sakura? Sakura exchanged looks with Corinne and Aoi. Let me try this sentence again. You guys can see the brown on my tongue from this Dr. Pepper, wow. Sakura exchanges looks with Corinne and Aoi. Aoi looks down, and Corinne stares at me. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Brandon, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but can you step outside for a bit? What? Wait, what do you mean? I'll tell you everything later, so just for now, please, go ahead and wait downstairs. Corinne's expression doesn't look like she's trying to pick on me. Looks like she was suffering just to say it. Sakura, I'll come back again. I wave to Sakura and leave the hospital room ahead of the others. What happened? What's going on? Everything's dark. Why is everything so dark? It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have 2 windows. I have 2 windows right, like, okay, so imagine my webcam here. So my computer, I have my 2 monitors right here, and then I have 2 windows right next to the monitors for sunlight. So I don't know why it's so dark. It's 1 o'clock. Jeez. They're late. It's been 20 minutes now. I keep staring at the floor indicator light on the elevator. The 2 of them haven't returned. What on earth are they talking about? From Aoi and Corinne's expression, it doesn't seem to be anything fun. Being alone at a time like this, I can only think of bad things. Why won't they let me listen? It's frustrating being the only one left out. I thought we were all family at Toma Dormitory. The elevator descends from the 7th floor to the 1st floor. The 2 of them might be on it this time. The elevator opens. Aoi! Corinne! I start to ask them what happened, but then I notice something out of the ordinary. Wah! Aoi? Aoi takes one look at my face and then runs towards the exit of the hospital. What? Corinne, what happened? There's too many people here. Let's go back to the hotel. What? 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 What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Hey, Oi, you're calmed down? Or are you calmed down? Yeah, sorry. I'm alright now. We transfer from the train to the bus and return to the hotel. Along the way, Corinne kept trying to calm down Aoi, so I still haven't heard what happened. I've got a really bad feeling about this. My heart is pounding. So then, what happened? What did you talk about? Why was Aoi crying? Corinne looks me right in the eyes. I know she's hesitating, but about what? What is she trying to decide? Did Sakura die? What? Brandon, I asked you once before, but you like Sakura, not like family, but as a girl, right? Huh? I'm not teasing you, I'm asking you for real. So, you should answer for real, too. Yeah, I like Sakura as a girl. I like her romantically. Whoa! What is this? I'm so embarrassed. Brandon, you have no intention of returning to your country without knowing, right? Knowing what? I mean, you don't intend to just end things here and return to your country, leaving Sakura with memories of the summer love? Corinne-chan, that's not a nice way to say it. It's not for the, it's for the best of both of them, right? What do you mean? You must already have a vague idea, right? Corinne's words sharply cut into my heart like a knife. We've known Sakura for a long time. We decided that families stay together until the end. but you don't have to overdo it. I try to reply saying it's not overdoing it, but my words got stuck. We're going to visit again tomorrow. Decide what you want to do before then. Brandon, you'll be there for Sakura-chan. I was about to say Saika-chan. You'll be there for Sakura-chan, right? I'm left alone in the hotel lobby. What's going on? I'm genuinely confused. And this music, this depressing, serious music, like, it's not helping. It's not, no, not helping. Not one bit. I can't sleep. I roll around in my futon. I can hear hearty snoring all around me. All the other guys in the room are already sound asleep. I check the clock on my smartphone. It's already 2 a.m. I've been there before. It's not the humidity that keeps me up. The hotel's air conditioning works well and it's pleasant despite being a summer night. I keep replaying Corinne's words again and again in my head. Corinne was implying I should forget everything and go back to my country. I don't have to force myself to be with her. At first, it sounds like she's saying something mean, even though we lived day by day together at Toma Dormitory, calling each other family. In the end, I'm left out. But this is her way of being kind. Even I know that much. Sakura's condition must be no laughing matter. Enough to make Aoi cry. Enough that she thinks it will be a burden on me to hear it. This must be a life or death situation. My chest hurts. It feels like I'm being squeezed under my shirt. Corinne was white. Now she is black. No. Corinne is right. My reading is just really bad. Corinne was right to ask me to prepare myself. I don't know how to answer. The disturbance I felt at that moment is proof that I have every intention to take that burden on. It's so frustratingly difficult. I like Sakura. Great. This is great, guys. This is great. I like Sakura. I like her so much I'm beside myself. But could it just be calculated? Fickle feeling? To the point that I wouldn't want to hear something so serious? Is that what Corinne meant by a casual feeling of a fleeting summer love? I don't want to think that's all it is, but what's the truth? I don't understand my own feelings. I have no confidence. Oh, I'm finally getting sleepy. Sakura, don't look at me like that. Smile. It's so hot in my room. It's so bad. So the fact that you're here means you've decided firmly how you feel, right? There was something wrong with me yesterday. I was so disturbed that I was only thinking about my own feelings. But at dawn, I finally realized when I thought of Sakura's face. This is actually really simple. I want to see Sakura smile, so I'll get involved. I see, alright. Sakura said she wants to talk to you alone. Oh boy. Here we go, guys. I go by myself to the same room as yesterday. I knock lightly. Come in. Hey, Sakura. Good morning. Yes, Brandon-san, good morning. Sakura closes the manga she was reading and puts it beside her bed. We both try to let the other speak and stay silent. I should be the one to speak first here. I want you to tell me about your condition. I said it very straightforwardly, but I intend some subtle implications as well. I think Sakura understands that. Sakura casually takes a deep breath. It's okay if there's a time bomb in my body. As time passes, my body gets eaten away, and eventually it will explode. That's your disease? Yes, if I get surgery, it's possible I could recover, but the chances of success are not high. And if it fails, Sakura says nothing and shakes her head. So I have put off having the surgery. I've been pacifying my body with medication and tried as much as possible to postpone that time. That time, in other words. So when I had fainted that day, it wasn't your fault. It was just that time had come. That's all. Sakura smiles faintly. My heart grinds. I thought I wanted to see Sakura smile, but this heartbreaking expression isn't what I meant. Oh, Brandon-san, please don't look like that. I'm already prepared. A samurai doesn't fear death. That's Saika-chan's well-known line. Sakura says it jokingly, but her face doesn't look like she's joking around. I've been granted a lovely family with Corinne-san, Aoi-san, and you, so I have no regrets. I want to rip my chest open. I'll do anything for Sakura. I want her to smile genuinely, from the heart. Really? Absolutely nothing? You could say anything. Now that you mention it, we didn't go to Jujin. Kiyomitsu Dira Jujin? I don't know how to pronounce that. A temple here in Kyoto with strong connections to Saigo Takamori. When we decided to go on a field trip to Kyoto, Sakura and I promised we'd go there. If I said I want to go, Brandon-san, would you take me? Sakura laughs as if it's a joke. Don't make that face. Let's go. Huh? Aoi and Corinne will help. Let's go to Jujin right now. Right now, guys. Let's go. So wait, what the heck is going on? Is she gonna die? Okay, so she has a condition where she needs surgery that could help. But if it fails, she dies. If it succeeds, then she could recover. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's just keep reading. Japan. Oh, a new backdrop. There's not enough of these to go around. Japan's former capital, Kyoto. During the Meiji Restoration, it was relocated to Tokyo, a city with long flourished as the capital of Japan. In Japan, when it became the Middle Ages, things were mostly managed by samurai families. Even so, a rare double-layered authority continued as the imperial family still had some influence, and since the Emperor of Japan lived in Kyoto, it naturally became a cultural center in Japan. As a reflection of that long history and tradition, Kyoto has many historical temples and landmarks remaining that are designated as World Heritage Sites. You could say Kyoto is a living witness of Japan's history. Kiyomitsu Dera is one such temple with a long history. We're really here. Is she still in her pajamas? Okay. We're really here. Is it really alright? We can't waste much time, though. The hospital wouldn't just discharge Sakura and let her go this far away, so we told them a friend had come to visit, and we were going to go talk in a nearby cafe, which somehow got them to let her outside. Aoi and Corinne got Sakura out that way, and then passed the baton to me. To avoid any physical strain on Sakura, we took a taxi from there straight to Kiyomitsu Dera. It's raining. It looked like it was going to rain since the morning. I thought Kiyomitsu Dera would be full of tourists, but thanks to the weather, the people are sparse. The thin rain gently pours down from the gray sky. Arg, damn it. I only have one umbrella. Well, give it to Sakura! Jeez, I was so clumsy, I totally forgot. I should have borrowed another umbrella from Corinne or Aoi. Wait, are you two there alone, or are you there with Corinne and Aoi? It looks like they're alone, though. We have no other choice, so I tipped the umbrella over to Sakura to keep her from getting wet. Then, Brandon-san, you're going to get all wet. It doesn't matter for me. If you get wet, it'll be trouble. Then, you should do it like this. Sakura comes right up against me. Our shoulders are close enough to touch. My heart immediately skips a beat. Sakura also blushes and looks down. She must be embarrassed too. Seeing that makes my heart beat even faster. By the way, the Japanese expression to jump from Kiyomitsu's stage is about Kiyomitsu Dera, right? You're supposed to say this expression like, do something with the intention of jumping from Kiyomitsu's stage. It means to give it your all. Yes, there's a very tall stage in Kiyomitsu Dera's inner temple. In the Edo period, they had a legend that if you jumped from there and survived, your wish will be granted. So it wasn't just a figure of speech, they really did jump. For most sightseers, that's the main attraction here. But for us Samurai Maiden freaks, Jujin is the main attraction. Yes, it's Saichi Junri. Sakura smiles happily. Right before the Meiji Restoration, Japan's backbone was split between the two warring factions. The Sabakuha, who tried to support the Edo shogunate and compete with foreign countries, and the Kinkinoha, who sought to abolish the shogunate and start the new administration under the Emperor of Japan. I don't know why I was having so much trouble reading that. Under the guidance of the priest of Konoha, Jujin became sort of a hangout for the important figures of the Konoha to gather. The person Saigo-chan is modeled after, Saigo Takamori, was one of the patriots of the Konoha. All of this is just knowledge I got from watching Samurai Maiden, though. It's amazing what you can learn just from watching TV. So anyway, Jujin appears as an important location in Samurai Maiden 2. It's a secret meeting place in the Konoha. Also, it's the stage for Saito-chan's destiny. We walk the grounds of the shrines for a bit and come to the gate before Jujuin. I like this picture here. This is good. This is where Saigo-chan was informed of Lord Narakira's death. Sakura sighs as if she's deeply moved. The ruler of the Satsuma domain at the time was Lord Shimatsu Narikira. During the upheaval of the switch from Edo to Meiji periods, he was a wise ruler who looked into the future as he introduced the latest of technology to the Satsuma domain and discovered many talented people. Saigo-chan was also a youngster promoted by Lord Narikira. He was her life mentor and someone she admired greatly. However, Lord Narikira faced a sudden death at a young age. Saigo-chan heard what happened at this spot at Jujin, and at one point, in her despair, she decided to follow in his footsteps. Some people probably dismiss this as just something that happened in fiction, but when you encounter a work of fiction that can change your life, it can fascinate you much as reality? What? It can fascinate you much as reality, or maybe even more. That just looked weird to me. So, in a way, this is something that actually happened to us. It seems we can't go inside. Jujin's gate is firmly closed. It's open to the public during May and November, though. Let's come again, then. Sakura doesn't respond to my invitation. Instead, to be able to imagine the inside of Jujin and to remember how Saigo-chan looked, she closed her eyes and concentrates on her imagination. Thank you, Brandon-san. I'm so glad we came. Sakura's smile is too fleeting. It seems transparent, as if it could now be melted at any moment. I was afraid of that. You said you were prepared. Saigo-chan wouldn't say that. Huh? It probably is too forward of me to say this, but I decided I'll be with Sakura until the end. You read the newest issue of Weekly Clap magazine, right? A samurai doesn't fear death. Saigo-chan's catchphrase is the epitome of the ideal samurai warrior who would live their life like a battlefield, prepared to lose their life for the sake of their lord. But the one who served had passed away, and she had decided to do the same. That's what happened up to this month, and it's the climax of the latest volume. After that, in the serialized comics, Saigo-chan tried to die, but in the end, she didn't. Saigo-chan will continue her long journey with the remainder of her life meaninglessly granted to her. And after interacting with many people, finally, Saigo-chan came to her own conclusion. That was the issue released yesterday. Saigo-chan resolved to accept upon herself the ideals of Lord Narikira and to devote her life to the peace of the common people. At that moment, the meaning of catchphrase she had used all this time got turned upside down. A samurai doesn't fear death, but only if that death is for a great cause. A meaningless death is what is detestable. And now Sakura looks like she's pissed. Samurai Maiden is the story of Saigo-chan's growth. Saigo-chan was saying to live life to the fullest until the end without giving up. That's what I think. Oh no! Sakura's body shivers. Sakura? I'm a fool. Sakura? I'm the biggest idiot in the world. I'm so angry at myself. Sakura's words heave from her body. It wasn't that I had accepted death, it was that I hadn't truly lived my life. Sakura was crying. It was just a selfish calculation that if I remained as a spectator, I wouldn't get hurt. I can't believe I didn't realize something so simple until now. Sakura, Brandon-san, I'm afraid of death. I want to live. What am I doing? I thought I wanted to make this girl I like smile, and yet she's crying so much. Sakura, you won't die. How can you be so sure? I don't care about logic. Sakura, you won't die. I won't let you die. That's crazy. I decided to believe it, so Sakura, believe in me. You're terrible. Brandon-san, you're terrible. This is... I embrace Sakura tightly around the shoulders. Sakura continues crying without caring about people watching, until she runs out of tears, until the rain washes them away.